Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm back again with another small episode of fixing a few things and tweaking a few things on the Tacoma. A few months back, I made a little boo-boo right here. Had this caved in pretty good. I did my best to body work here to pry this out. It's not as easy as you might think, but we got it pulled out just a bit. Obviously, that isn't good for anyone, so I got some tail lights. I'm going to try and fit back in the hole, hopefully. Side to side, change both of those. And then since I've got the Eco Crawler kit done, before I did that, I don't know if you can see in there, but see the horrible drive shaft angle that I've got? That, I actually did that on purpose. If you look back in my videos, I tilted it up to counteract the angles because I have a two-piece drive shaft and it was at such an angle I had to actually tilt it up, which is against most people's thought process, but it got rid of some driveline vibrations and stuff. And so now that I've got that all finished, I'm gonna adjust my lower links and tilt that back down actually. So yeah, we're doing that. And then I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the other thing is, I was trying to see, no one's chimed in really, but trying to see if anyone's interested in the thought of taking this camper shell off. I really want to. I think it'll just make it look more like a rock crawler. I mean, it's really hard to get out in the Missouri trees and rocks and stuff with this big of a rig, mind you, and not do stuff like this. If you notice here, I got into it just a little. There was no choice. I dipped down in a rut. Me and my buddy Brett, actually, he was in his Jeep, and he got the back corner of it too. So I mean, that goes to show just you can't be too safe even with a rub rail. It got me. So I'm thinking about taking that off just to keep from destroying it, maybe sell it to someone that needs it or whatever. And then there's been controversy. A lot of the people I know say, no, leave it, you know, it looks good like that. But sometimes it's more about the use of the rig than the look of the rig, right? The one advantage is it's 0 degrees outside right now and snowing, and everything back there is nice and dry as well. So anyways, we're gonna jump into it, guys, get this stuff all touched up on and see what we can tidy up on this thing, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, we're here. We are working on the taillights. As you can see, that guy just doesn't like hanging out where he's supposed to anymore. This all happened when the bed got creased in, hit my tailgate, all sorts of bad stuff. So Amazon has got us hooked up as always. I got some cheap ones just because I wanted to actually see the quality. Pardon the camera, sorry. Get this uncovered for you. But these are the blacked out insides, I guess you would call it, compared to the old one. That's what you got. I'm not real crazy about the center. It kind of makes it look like a ricer or something. We'll see what they look like when we get them put in, but for $100 I figured that's better than a busted one. So I'm gonna see if I can get this fit in here after all this body work that was done, and I'll let you guys know once I get it out and it's going in. All right, everybody wants to always talk about the quality of stuff. I will have to see if I can find the link, because I got these off Amazon, like I said, and I bought these probably 4 or 5 months ago. I'll see if I can get it and put it in the description. I'm not sure if I'll have it or not. Anyways, long story short, I do like these because a lot of these companies, now I'm not saying it's as good as Toyota, because this harness right here is all integrated into their wiring. Now, I can promise you this wiring here is going to be better shape in the long run over this Chinese stuff. It just is what it is, but it is all there. So if you're lacking that wiring, it's nice that these guys have it. Let me see here. Yeah. It doesn't tell me. It's a brand B-O-I-N-E, it says. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to see if this will fit in here and get some screws put in it. Let's see how it fits. Well, this is what we ended up with, guys. I understand the bed itself has seen better days, but after some massaging, pushing this inner bracket, because there's a pin here and a pin here, I was able to make this work. The previous owner, I haven't done this side yet, had zip ties holding these in, which are pretty cool, pretty much above my pay grade, but I chose to put some actual bolts in, and this hole, you can't see it in the camera, but there's like a kink up here. This pushed in a good 1/4 inch at least this way. I think actually having the camper shell on there helped it from just completely pushing in. Anyways, beside the point, it's in there. It doesn't, I had to unbend my tailgate also. It was pushed in right here. And with that being said, it's all in there and fits okay. It might rub on these plastics here because I can't really massage that out much more. And it might hit right here, but it's in, it's legal. And I'm gonna compare side to side with the different lighting now and see what you guys think and let you know what I think. Factory tail light, left side. Upgraded and or different, we shall say, passenger side. This is the right hand side, new turn signal. Let me go up here real quick and give you the left. And that's the old one. I have to admit, I actually like the factory ones more. I'm kind of like that, I guess you could say, in the way of I like keeping things kind of factory or whatever. So I wish I had a set. I may pick a set up in the future from someone that took them out and decided to put these in. These look okay and they'll match my front lights now, but they just don't quite do it for me. But to each their own. You guys might like them. I don't know. Let me know. I'm gonna get this other side swapped out. Not much to it. I didn't really go over it, but guys, there's normally a bolt here. You take it out, swap it out, put it back in. If you haven't done taillights before, they're super easy. You'll figure it out. So I'm gonna get this swapped out, then we'll get to adjusting that rear pinion angle. Here's the finished product. This side went in much nicer. On this side, there's 2 wires tied into I have lights up in here for my camper shell. They just turn on right here and they run up. So those are just power on when the lights are on for the truck. That way you don't forget to shut them off or whatever. So I wired those in, but this is what it looks like all back together. I don't know, I'm not sold on this centerpiece here. I love the black inlay here, which is why I bought them, but they made this all chrome and this is actually LED. I was fixing to give these a good review. Obviously I haven't used them yet, like long term, but I am absolutely despise the integrated LEDs in anything aftermarket, especially when it's cheaper. I will likely have issues with it, but you know, you can't just replace the bulb. It's got a little module and resistors in there, and that kind of sucks. I didn't realize that when I bought them, but they've been sitting here. So I'll turn them on here. What they look like. Okay, we are down here at the lower links. I'm sure you all can't see entirely great, but I pretty much adjusted these all the way in, which pulled the axle upwards, pointing the pinion up. I did that to combat the stuff I was telling you about. So I'm going to just add a little bit of length to point it down. So all I'm doing is loosening both of these and extending this. Probably do like a 1/4 inch or something, and then set it back down on its weight. There's a little bit of pivot in the geometry on this setup. It's not bad. It just right as soon as the tires touch it, it clocks a little. So we'll see what it looks like and go from there. That looks a lot better, wouldn't you guys say? That's sitting with most of the weight on it. I think we'll like that a lot better. Just better angles for everything and less vibrations. When I'm taking off, it's got a slight vibration. You do some looking about drive shaft angles, you'll kind of see what that does, but it's giving me a pretty good shudder on takeoff, and then at higher speeds I was getting something. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for all this. I'm going to do an oil change on this thing. I don't need to go over that with you guys again. Just some general maintenance stuff I won't record. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Nothing fancy, but I'm looking for some recommendations on what to do with this thing next. Like I was saying, I do want to take the camper shell off, I think, just to give it that look. You know, make it more of a truck again. Excuse me. And then I'm also thinking about, I hate this bumper. So seriously, if somebody like wants this bumper, it's, I can't remember the brand, it's some California Baja company that's no longer in existence. Long story short, they used to make these and a lot of people love the look of this. I would maybe sell it to somebody. If you guys are interested, let me know. Or I'm gonna kind of cut the ends off here and I'm gonna plate it in, because I like this. This just looks silly to me. It's like someone didn't finish what they were doing. So I at least want to put a plate in here, maybe right here, kind of like Goldie was the last truck that I had. So I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on what I want to do next. There's obviously a couple little tweaks here and there. The other thing about this truck is the rear axle is not locked. It's actually an open diff, believe it or not, the way this thing's set up. And I didn't know that when I bought it. And so it was kind of upsetting once I started wheeling it around, but I do need to attend to that, and I would like to change that. So that's what's coming up soon. I think that about covers everything. I want to say thank you so much for all the subscribers and you guys just following along on the builds and the things I do. I know I'm few and far between lately. There's been a lot going on, but this is definitely some stuff that I want to keep doing. And oh, speaking of doing, I have contemplated doing some body work on this. I'm looking for 2 doors. I would like to have a driver's door and this rear extended cab door because they are crunched. So if anyone knows where those are, would be willing to give me a deal on them in good shape, get them shipped to me, send me a message. I would appreciate that as well. But anyways, all the jabbing and jabbing. Thanks again for the subscribers. We just passed 800, so that's crazy to me. I appreciate it so much. We're getting close to 1,000. It's kind of exciting, and I feel bad for not putting out more content, but we're almost there, guys. So anyways, I appreciate you guys' support, and I will catch you on the next one.